Hi everyone, and welcome back to OpenTTD with me, Tommy P. Firstly, a quick apology. It has been almost a week since I posted any content. I decided I was going to take a little bit of a break after our epic exploits in regards to the vehicles cargo chain, which obviously we finished last episode. I've also been getting a little distracted with the Euros football being on as well, but we're back here now, and you join us today here at Sonningbury, as we are now going to turn our attention back to our passenger network. Now, as discussed many episodes ago, there is an issue here at Sonningbury. I did end up making this into a huge station, as you can see, but we have many delays and many backing up of passenger trains coming into this station, as this really is almost the final point for many trains on our central line passenger services. So, how am I going to solve this problem? Well, the simple answer is I'm going to solve this problem here at Sonningbury by completely ignoring it. Whilst you can see here, we have many trains, almost 60 trains calling in to this station. I actually think the problem that we've got is that we have, as I say, so many services stopping here, but the distance is relatively short from the other stations that they come from. Just quickly show you, actually no, we'll show you in here, it's probably going to be easier. So if we go to our main line, we have this services here, they go to Sonningbury. We have our Suthill to Sempingley Express, but these guys also call at Sonningbury. I think the Woodhatton ones, Suthill to Woodhatton, also call at Sonningbury. Wayward Sempingley also calls, and so on. So, the way I'm going to get around this, I think, is by actually adding in more services, but having those run down onto the west coast. Now, what I've done, let me, where are we going here? Yes, here we are. So, Woodinghatton here has some tracks coming off it, which are kind of heading off into the west coast section up here. And I think the way to get around this is if we had more of the trains that call in at Sonningbury heading in a loop from their their stations that were sort of up here, so Suthill, Wayward and so forth, and actually have them coming in a bit of a loop all the way through the west coast and then back round. I'm hoping that because their timetables will mean that there's a lot more stations for them to call at. That will spread the timetables out. We won't then have as much congestion here at Sonningbury. So basically the way I'm going to solve the problem at Sonningbury is to completely ignore it. What I've done is there's a handy little feature in the JGR patch pack called a plan list. And what you can do is you can create little lines where you want to start planning out certain routes, and whilst these do look like the scribblings of a 3-year-old child, this is actually going to be our master plan to solve our problem. So, a lot of today's episode is just going to be talking through what I'm going to do with this new plan around a West Coast passenger line. So the first thing we're going to create is a West Coast, what I'm calling a West Coast to Central line connection. Effectively, that will be by having this circular route that will call at Woodinghatton. We're going to create a station here at Sonningbury, station here at Mundinghead, one here at Nymphingbridge, one here at Fort Wenford, Darham, and the station that we will have here, which will probably be around this sort of direction. You'll see there's another line coming off it here, which is actually going to become our West Coast mainline passenger route. So that's going to be quite a substantial station here, which will connect the circular line here and the start of the West Coast main line. So the circular line will finish, come around here, down into Fenning Hall, and then back into Woodinghatton. So that will be our West Coast to Central circular connection line. The West Coast main line here will then run, as I say, from Darham. It will run up this way. We're going to have quite a large station in between Fuffingberg and Something Way, probably somewhere around this area. That will then continue all the way up. Give me a station at Predtown, and we'll run it all the way over here to Plardborough. And what I'm going to do here, something again I spoke about several episodes ago, was I want to create a vintage railway, which will basically just use kind of steam locomotives rather than obviously the electric passenger locomotives that we've been using. So Plardborough will be our hub for the vintage line. And I'm just going to quickly show you that vintage line now. So that will come down here into Nampool, probably a station, not sure which of these two we'll use, but one probably in between here. So yes, this vintage line, a lovely drive down the coast. Weddingborough will be one. The vintage line continuing around here to Great Chemping Bridge, and that will finish down here at Prempton Bridge. So yeah, so that'll be quite nice and cool once we get that set up. But continuing back up on the West Coast Main Line, so back from Plough, going through Runningville, probably a station here at Pradhead Cross, then one that will probably connect to Lardstone Airport, and we go down and across all the way up to Pruberg, then to Great Sonningbury. And one of the signs around Sonningbury as well is to have another little circular line, and this is actually probably going to be a tram line that will link into the train station that we'll put here. So yeah, that'll be another little circular line going round into Suntfield, Trimville and Wenthing Way. And yeah, so back here on the main line, coming out of Great Ringling Way, we'll then go to Marnfield, I think, is that right? Yes, we're around this way, yeah. Yeah, so Marnfield, or Hindingbury. It's probably actually going to be Hindingbury, isn't it? Then into Little Hintborough. Then coming across to Frontberg. And again, I'm going to have another little Frontberg here. Another little mini route that runs into Nindhead, Rundinghatton, Huntington, and Garringwell. Yeah, and then the main line then continues up here, goes to Great Cushton, comes round, the one here at Huntington, which obviously has got the circular line on, that will be quite a large station here. And then yeah, basically we'll have another little connection then. We'll go to Great Pardingworth and then back down into Sut Hill, and that will create our full loop back into the central line that some of the express trains will take. So yeah, so a lot of work ahead. One thing I'm going to be doing off camera is I'm going to start setting up some mail services, both kind of in a city and also using some of the locomotives that we've got transporting passengers from some of these large cities. So I'm going to very quickly do one here, and just to kind of give you a bit of an idea on what I'm looking at. And what I sort of intend to do with these is to not have articulated lorries. So that we can use this style of station here. Yeah, we'll just get a few of these kind of set up here. In Sut Hill, just to give you the idea of what I'm doing. And of course, yeah, I'm wondering whether, rather than calling it freights, just to set up, effectively these are almost like passengers. Again, like we've done with passengers, we'll just call it an inner city service. Actually, we'll get a lot of mail here, so might actually have a look at this by cargo speed. Yes, let's use a crawler. That'll be interesting, wouldn't it? Alright, I think that'll do. We'll use one of these. Yeah, we'll just get a little route sort of set up for it. Get those, we'll get those going. Should I have done? Yeah, probably should have done. Yeah, my usual actually. No. We don't want that. Yeah, because of course mail will be identical to passengers in that it will want to go like passengers, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Let's get okay, that should that should get that going. But yeah, that's something that I'm going to be doing in all the major cities that we already have, as I think that can really help to boost some profits for us. So yeah, that's the mail and what I'm going to be doing with that. Right, we might as well make a bit of a start down here at Woodinghatton. Yep, so this is the one that I'm interested in. So we'll keep the plan list for that shown. And yeah, we'll just start destroying a few things here. And as you can see, I'd already planned for this to happen. Actually, just take that out of there, so we don't need to destroy too much, I hope. But yes, nice to be back doing something a little bit different. Oh, that's not going to work there. But yeah, this is going to be a problem we're going to find out quite a bit. Yeah, you are going to have to go, because obviously we have so much infrastructure now from the vehicle's cargo chain, which obviously this is part of. So destruction will be inevitable. Yeah, and what I was looking at here was to actually add in a little bit more land into Sonningbury to help create the station that we will need. That should also help the town to grow a little bit more as well. And yeah, what I want to try and do as well as we're going through this process is to make sure that it's kind of realistic. So we'll end up doing what I'm going to end up doing here now, which is putting in probably some additional stations. So we'll make that Sonningbury Central. Get rid of that there. And then, as we're going through, we'll just amend the orders. So after Sonningbury Central, you need to go there. Oh no! So Sonningbury Central, yes, Sonningbury. No, I've got that all mixed up. Right, let's work this out now. So, I'm gonna go. There we are. Alright, yes. 1, 2, 3. No, was that clockwise? Oh, I've made a mess. As usual. Yeah, that's better. That's the anti-clockwise one. And then clockwise. Sonningbury to be. Oh, so that one will be there. Okay. Now, because I'm going to want express services to, yeah, I've done this wrong here, some express services to kind of cut through, and the way I'm going to set up a lot of these stations is by having kind of like through tracks. I won't need them that long, I don't think, but yeah, so that yeah, so when the express trains need to just kind of come through here, they go through the middle. It is something we've done similar before. And my brain is just not working today. So the left ones. There we are. Yeah, just so that there is a train in the station here. It might actually be easier just to set up a station. And a lot of these Dutch stations that we will end up using. Single-sided ones, isn't it? They're the ones, I think. Yes, these are the ones. These are the ones that we want. Right. So we have them there. Of course, these will only be small little stations. And it's actually that one that I need. Yes, there's that one there. I never managed to get these to work. That's the one. And then that's the one. Right. Yeah, now I can actually see what I'm doing here. That's better. Yep, so that's going to be a very sort of standard sort of setup for the style of station that we'll be using. So yeah, as I say, the express ones will just basically come and just go through, whereas obviously where they need to call in they will call in. And yeah, I think we have We'll do it that way, I think. Okay. And the good thing with this is that I won't actually have to put any trains onto this line until it's fully completed, as we'll just get the bus services running first. So yeah, so today's not been the most involved in terms of actually going out and building things, but we are now on the way with our new West Coast passenger service lines, and we'll pick this up in the next episode, so hope you guys can join me then. Thanks for joining me today. This is Tommy P, signing off.